Thanks for the interview, Sarah.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, so let's start. When did you first become interested in dentistry?
I didn't realize I was interested in dentistry from a very young age, but I knew that I was always noticing people's teeth. And I was always fascinated by people's smiles and their mouths. And I went through 9 years of braces, and I saw the change in my own mouth and the confidence it gave me, and I became interested in that. I wanted to give people the ability to be confident in their smile, because it's important. That's something that you wear every day. So I started seriously looking into it a couple years ago. So yeah, I think that's when the interest really peaked, was a couple years ago, and looked into a bunch of different schools, and they just weren't options for me until I found Santa Clarita School of Dental Assisting.
That's great. So you said you looked at a bunch of other schools and found that SCSDA was the right fit for you. Can you tell us more about how you looked for a school? What is it about the school, Santa Clarita School of Dental Assisting, that made you think that that was the right fit for you?
There were a lot of reasons, but the biggest two reasons were cost and time frame. The other schools I looked into were $15,000 to $20,000, and they were at least 6 to 9 months, some were even longer. I was working full time, and I wanted to try and go to school part time. So not only was Santa Clarita School of Dental Assisting much less expensive, but the time frame was so much more realistic for me. It was 10 weeks. It was on weekends. I had weekends off with my job, and it just fit perfectly for me and my lifestyle. Most people nowadays are working, they're trying to support their families, and it's such a good fit for a lot of people, and that's what really appealed to me.
Great. Can you tell us just a little bit about what your life is, what your background is? You said you were working full-time. You also have a family, is that right?
Yes, I do. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and she's an only child, but she keeps me busy. And my background is in property management, so I started doing, advertising, marketing, and then worked my way up to, assistant community managers at different properties out here in Santa Clarita. And I enjoyed it, but it kind of lost its luster a little bit. It wasn't really fun anymore, so I decided to pursue what I really wanted to do and look further into it and see if maybe I could get into it and be good at it.
Great. And what are you doing now that you've completed a dental assisting course at SCSDA?
I am a full-time dental assistant. I'm a certified dental assistant. I got all my certifications through the school. And this November, at the end of this year, I plan on applying for the state test to become registered with the state and become an RDA. And then I can sit for the state exam next February.
That's great.
So another 8 months, hopefully take the test. I plan on passing. And then, I'll be able to do more in the office that I work in. I can be a lot more valuable to the practice. So
that's awesome. So what did you like best about the school? Did you find the hands-on stuff very helpful? What did you like about it, and how did that translate to you finding a job, and also how you are at your job?
The hands-on part is amazing. I mean, you have half of your day being lecture, which even the lecture is hands-on. You get to touch the instruments, the materials, everything. And then the last half of your day every week is the clinical, and you learn everything in the lab. And the instructors were just so good at making sure that you get individualized attention. The class sizes are pretty small, so the ratio of instructors to students is excellent. You never feel like you're floundering. If you have questions, there's always someone to help you. I never felt like I was on my own. I had a lot of help and a lot of encouragement from the instructors.
Great. How did you find your background, like the DA course? Did it help you prepare your job as a dental assistant?
Oh yes, definitely. The school is in a practice that has state-of-the-art equipment and technology, and that's how most practices are. So you're not learning on old technology or anything that's outdated. Everything that I learned, I was able to easily just flow right into with my new job.
That's awesome. What would you recommend to others, Sarah, to other students who would like to follow in your path?
I would definitely do your research. It would be, I wanted to take other people's word for it as well, that, Santa Clarita School of Dental Assisting is the best way to go, but I had to do my own research and see for myself that it was the best option. So look around, get some prices, and then I would recommend talking to the director of the school. Her name is Flo. She's fantastic. Take a tour. Just come in and see what the school is all about. Look online, read the reviews. I mean, they speak for themselves. So.
Great. Thank you so much for your time and for the interview,
All
Sarah.
right, you're welcome. Thank
Best of
you.
luck with the RDA.
Thank you.